What's up, guys? It's me, Zealand, here today in between innings to do a men's college basketball so far. So they're in week 5, I think now, and I just want to go over the rankings, whatever, stat leaders, all that. Thought this would be interesting. I haven't done a college basketball video yet. My team, UCLA, is number 4 in the rankings, so love to see it. But I'm going to go over the rankings so far as they just came out today and the stats. They come out every Monday, but I'll probably do this type of video every 2 weeks or 3, whatever. So, number 1 is Purdue. They're 8-0. Here, I won't say the number, I will. Sorry, Purdue's number 1, they're 8-0. Baylor, number 2, also 8-0. Duke at 3 is 7-1. UCLA is 8-1 at 4. Our only loss came to number 5 Gonzaga, who beat us in the Final Four last year off a total lucky shot from, I think, Jalen Suggs, half-court buzzer beater, overtime. But Gonzaga is 5. They're 7-2. Their 2 losses coming to, I think, Duke and Purdue, maybe. I don't remember. Then Villanova at 6, 6-2. No, it wasn't. Never mind. Then Texas at 7, 6-1. Kansas at 8, 6-1. Alabama at 9, 7-1. We beat Alabama, I think, in the Elite 8. Kentucky at 10, 6-1. Arizona at 11, 7-0. Yeah, 7-0. Arkansas at 12, 8-0. Tennessee at 13, 6-1. University of Houston at 14, 7-1. UConn is 8-1 at 15. USC is 8-0 at 16. Iowa State is also 8-0. They're number 17. Then Auburn, 7-1 at 18. Michigan State, 7-2. Number 20 is Florida. They're 6-1. Ohio State is 6-2 at 21. Wisconsin, 7-1. Seton Hall, 7-1. BYU at 24 is 7-1, and finally LSU is 8-0 at number 25. The other teams are receiving votes: Colorado State, Xavier, Illinois, North Carolina, State Bonaventure, Oklahoma, Memphis, Iowa, Michigan, San Francisco, Loyola, Chicago, Indiana, Texas Tech. It's funny because I remember the Chicago team being pretty far in the playoffs last year. Also, when I said Villanova earlier, I was like thinking, oh, who's the one who won the championship? And I wasn't thinking of them. It's just the names are kind of similar. It was Virginia and Villanova. Wait, I didn't know that Virginia won. That's weird. Honestly, I know there was Baylor. I was obviously watching that. Villanova, I remember watching. Who did they play? Michigan. I remember that. Oh, yeah, Virginia, Texas Tech. I do remember that. Okay. Yeah, I remember both those. For a second, I was, like, blanking. But, yeah, so I'm going to do some stats really quick. I know UCLA's probably not going to be leading in any of these because we just have some really good players, some okay. So for the offense and points, Keegan Murray for what team is that? Iowa Hawkeyes, I think, has 24. So all these, remember, like my NBA videos, because I'm doing the decimals, it's per game, so points per game, assists per game, what they average. So Keegan Murray for Iowa averages 24.6. Georgia Tech, Michael DeVoe has 23.3. Ache Agbaji for Kentucky, the Jayhawks, has 22.6. Antoine Davis has 22.5. I can't tell what team that is. And then Utah State, Justin Bean has 22.1. On assist at the University of Kentucky, Xavier Wheeler averages 8.7 assists per game. Taron Armstrong for CBU, 8 points per game. Isaiah Stevens for, oh God, I always forget what team that is. He has 7 points per game. He goes to Colorado State. Yeah, I remember that. Aaron Cook at Georgia has 7, and Yurley Collins has 6.9. I don't know what team that is. It just shows the logos, so the ones I know. Derek Walker for Nebraska, the Cornhuskers, has a .787 field goal percentage, so this is like how much of their shots they're making out of what they're taking. Jesse Edwards from, I think that's Syracuse, has .769. Chris Bankston has .764, don't know what that is. Then that's, I think, Maryland. Precious Aya, .756. Oh, sorry, that's Miami, Ohio. And then Kareem Reed has .754. He's from Gardner-Webb, the Running Bulldogs. Never heard of them, even though this is Division I teams. And then for defensive leaders, Oscar Tishebo for University of Kentucky has 16 rebounds per game, so these are all defense. Fardaz Emakwa has 14.8. He's from Utah Valley. Then Justin Bean has 12.5 from Utah State. Chuba Ohams has 11.9. He's from Fordham. And then finally, Enrique Freeman has 11.8. He's from Akron. Then in the blocks, Obana Anachuli Killen has 4.6 blocks per game from Marshall. Then Jamarian Sharp has 4.6. Don't know what that is. Then from Gonzaga, Chet Holmgren has 3.9. Johnny Broom has 3.9 from Moorhead. And then finally from the University of Illinois, Trace Jackson Davis is 3.8. Some of these I'm clicking, as I'm reading, I'm clicking their name and it takes like 2 seconds for it to load and it shows what college they're from. Other ones, I know which ones they are. And then finally from steals, Grayson Murphy is 3.2 steals per game from Belmont. Then I think we just beat Belmont. Then Jacob Gilliard has 3.1. He's from Richmond. Then from CSU, Nendra Tarke he's from Coppin State, and I never heard of it, 3 steals per game. Bryant Randleman also has 3. He's from High Point. And then finally, JD Note has 2.9 from Arkansas. So I'm going to do this every couple weeks. I'm going to go over the standings, whatever. Glad to see my UCLA up there in the top 5. I think they're counting that game against Washington that they canceled due to COVID, and it was a forfeit. They were saying it wouldn't count, but it shows that we're 8-1 here, so I'm happy. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Peace.